Hey, Mimi, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome, awesome. Um, so I'll guess I'll just go ahead with the first question. Um, Coach had mentioned, there was a lack of media coverage behind you as this season was moving, but people are going to know Mimi Collins real soon. I mean, how do you feel coming back from what you were working through, and then just where your game is right now ahead of this season?
Coming in and just taking that year off to make myself better, coming in, just trying to stretch my game, trying to be as versatile as I can, and just building, learning, having, increasing my basketball IQ under Coach B, just competing and just learning from Kyle and all the other guys. But also coming in, it's just, I was a bit of excited that people forgot my name because it made me more hungry. It was like, okay, if you want to forget about my name, it's cool because everything that I've done in the dark that you guys haven't seen, you will see soon. That's why I just can't wait. I'm ready to play and I can't wait to play just to show everybody what I've been working on and what I've been improving to be.
Okay, Mimi. First, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Last year at Media Day, we were talking, and you seemed so excited about even you weren't playing last year. Just the fact that one, you were home, and then two, you're at Maryland, and what the year was going to hold. We understood nothing kind of went as planned in terms of how the year ended for you guys because you
Mm-hmm.
guys were on a trajectory. We all thought maybe a number one seed, things like that were going to happen. Like those things were literally on the table.
Mm-hmm.
For you, Chloe, I think mentioned both Chloe and Katie mentioned the other day that we shouldn't be shocked. You were talking about how you've improved on your game. How's it going in terms of your range with the long ball? Where is that at? Because that's something both
Um,
of them mentioned that we shouldn't be shocked if we see a couple of attempts from you.
you shouldn't be shocked because you saw, if you watched me at Tennessee, you saw that I was capable of shooting the three. At Tennessee, I was shooting the three ball in transition. I was shooting the three ball just as a trail. I was shooting the three ball just because I was open. I did that my freshman year, and just imagine I'm a junior academically and I'm a sophomore on the court. So just imagine that. I've been working really hard on my three ball, but also I have great shooters around me with Chloe Bibby and Katie Benson. So if they knock down a couple of threes, you're gonna see me knock down a couple of threes because that's just how versatile we are. I mean, Diamond's capable of shooting. Diamond can shoot it too. Ashley can shoot it. We all can shoot it. We're all shooters in our eyes, but I just feel like for me, I just increased my shooting tremendously. But what I increased the most is my ball handling. I wanted to be as versatile as possible. I know you saw a little bit of threes and a little bit of post up my freshman year at Tennessee, but me stretching the floor from shooting the three, shooting the mid range, driving it, I just want to be an all level scorer.
All right, just follow up and then Leaf hand it back to you. Um, at Tennessee during our freshman year, I remember you guys played at Maryland. I think like during the first round, your freshman
Yeah,
year.
we played UCLA.
Right. Okay. In that game, I remember seeing you play that game, and it felt like I'm not, not going too far back and questioning what was going on at Tennessee, but it seems like you're excited about being able to display everything you're able to do on a basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
And how comforting is that knowing you're in a place where it's, it's encouraged for you to show everything you can possibly do?
It's a joy. I love it. I was under a great coach, Coach Holly as well. I went under the freshman ropes. I mean, every freshman has went through it. Every freshman goes through it. I got to show a little bit of my skill set, but I was around other great talent. And now here, being under Coach B and having multiple talks with Coach B and understanding what she wants and her understanding my game and letting me stretch my game out, it's a win-win. It's just I get to express myself. She lets me do that. And I also do it under her system. It's not like I'm doing me just be doing me. I'm doing it under her system, and what me and her agree to is what we benefit from. And I'm just down for the ride.
So, Coach talked about two things specifically with the upcoming season and just what to look forward to. One was the competitive pace that you guys are currently practicing at, and I'm sure we'll see on the court as well. And then second was obviously the range that the team had. Are you foreseeing a situation where you might have to play some time at the five now that you don't have like Shakira Austin's presence down there?
Yes, we are all versatile and we are very competitive. When I tell you we hate losing, we hate losing. We hate it with a passion. We're very competitive. We love to just get after and compete. That's what you'll see. And you'll also see a lot of versatility, as Coach B said. When I tell you we're all versatile, we're all versatile. You might see Chloe at the 3-4-5, me at the 3-4-5. You might see Angel at the 3-4-5. Like we're all versatile. You'll see Diamond at the 2-3-4. Like you'll see Ashley at the 1-2-3. Like Katie at the 1-2. Like and you have Faith at the 3-4-5. Like we're all so versatile. I'm naming, like, just imagine I'm naming 3-4 positions out of all of us. So it's just like that's how versatile we are, and we're just learning all the plays, every position, just learning all of that, and just getting that through our heads. And it's a real scary sight to see how versatile we are. So I just can't wait for everybody to see.
Talking about a scary sight, Coach had mentioned that Angel Reese is someone that she did not expect. Like what you guys are seeing, she didn't expect it this quickly. I'm curious to know from your perspective, what is Angel showing on the court that just has everyone kind of turning their heads?
I've been seeing it ever since I was younger, because obviously me and her played at the same AAU program. So, and plus being around this area, I've seen her for so long, and she just continues to grow and grow with her versatility, her shot, her dribbling, everything, and just how hungry she is. She's very determined. She's gonna get almost every board. If I don't get it, she got it. So it's just like her growing and just watching it. For me, watching it from when I was younger to now, it's just seeing her growth. It's just an amazing thing.
Thanks for your time.
I had a couple more questions for you, Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
I know obviously everyone's talking about Angel because she's the newest recruit from the area. Mm-hmm. You're also coming home.
Yeah.
And then, in addition to that, Ashley, somewhat still from the area, in Owusu. So is there like an added sense of pride between you three in terms of the fact that you guys are all here and wanting, we heard Angel talk about wanting to bring a chip back to the area. And is that something all of you kind of share from having home ties?
Oh, of course. Like I said on our last day of conditioning, I said, I'm not going to stop, and I hope that us as a team, we're not going to stop working until we see a natty, until we see a Big Ten chip, until we see multiple rings. I said, I'm not going to stop working. I said, I know for sure that my teammates are not going to stop working. We're never going to stop working until we see a ring. And even if we see a ring, we're going to see another ring. And we're going to keep on going and get another ring and another ring and another ring. And we're going to continue that on and on and on, because that's just the way we compete, how hungry we are, how determined we are. And we just have that will that we won't stop until we see the joy. And once we see joy, we're going to celebrate. But give us 2 weeks. Like, I'll give you a couple of days and we're back in the gym doing it, because that's just how hungry we are.
And then another thing, you mentioned the conditioning for you personally and then for the team. Coach B's mentioned it as well. What does Keith put y'all through?
He puts us through a lot. I tell you, for me, for my redshirt year, I went through, when you talk about my shape, I just felt like, because I had a year of just straight running.
Right, that's what I was asking. Like, so, you didn't have like a game to take a break from that.
Yeah, so like everybody's doing their 40-minute run. I'm doing more than 40 minutes. And it was helpful, and I'm very grateful for Keith. I appreciate Keith having that one-on-one time to get better, to get stronger, just to get faster. We worked on footwork and agility, so that's why Brendan mentioned how better my defense is. So just all thanks to Keith. He's just a great man. He's just, the way he just pushes us. We do sprints, we do stairs, but like, he's very understanding. Like, when we came back, we was like, Keith, this is like, because of COVID, the gyms were shut down. So it's like, Keith, we had no college conditioning for 6 months. And he's like, no, I got you guys. He's like, he's like, we're going to work back slow. But he said, we're athletes. We could do this. We could push through it. He was just so positive, and he was so uplifting. So like, we started off with just regular 11s. We started off like down and backs. We just started off with like 5 of those. And then he was like, then he saw our conditioning times. We were coming in at like 9 and 10. And he's like, okay, this is easy. So like, then we increased the numbers even more. And then it was like, once we beat those conditioning times, he's like, okay, let's do it. And we just kept on increasing until he saw, like, our conditioning times were crazy. We weren't even coming in at 11s. We were coming in at 9 and 10s.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was just like, yeah. So, like, that's just how he pushed us. And that's just how great our conditioning was. And the patience that he had with us was tremendous.
Sorry again for all the questions.
No, you're fine. Trust me,
and
I've been a year off, so
okay,
I
cool.
know how people feel.
Because it's just hard, like with the virtual thing too, with everybody in the rooms. Like I was talking to Alif, I'm just trying to make sure like strategically go through and try to get somewhat like a good time with everybody. Just because once everything starts, I don't know how everything's gonna be once you guys really get going. With obviously everyone's excited about with you guys the spacing on offense and how dynamic everything can be, but defensively, because that's the first thing I think about with the versatility that you guys have. I know everyone's aware that y'all lost Shakira, but it feels like this is a bigger team, a longer team, and there's just so much more depth across the front line versus last year's group in terms of size. What's that like for you, who's going to spend some time at the 5, and some of your other teammates are going to spend some time, in the post?
Well, first off, we switch everything.
Okay.
We switch everything. So
regardless of who's on the court, just
regardless.
Okay.
We're switching everything. We get out, we pressure, we do everything. So like with switching, I know a lot of people had the question of like with Katie's size, and when we switch everything, she's going to be on the 5. That's cool because with our ball pressure, that guard is not going to see over the top, because guess what? She has a 6'2", 6'3" person in her face. So she's not going to be able to throw that pass. So, like, with us having that ball pressure and us switching everything, it just helps out a lot. And we get out in the passing lanes and we run. We're going to run it down you guys' throat. We're in the passing lane. We're ball pressuring. We're trying to give as much energy as possible to disrupt any offense that anybody has against us.
Okay, then my last question. Playing with someone like with Ashley, you got to see it up close. You practiced with the team last year. Keeping in mind all the weapons at her disposal in terms of her distribution. You mentioned even at Tennessee being able to take trail threes. Are you excited about the fact, with someone like Ashley running the show, what you guys have on the court? How many of those trail 3 opportunities you think you're gonna have?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I've been with Ashley ever since I was little.
Okay.
So we went to the same high school. We both went to Paul VI.
Mm-hmm.
I know her game. We've been playing off each other forever. We've been doing pick and rolls, pick and pops, you name it, we've done it. And so that trail 3, I know that's going to be there because I have a great point guard that's going to get there. But also, you got to understand, she's a weapon.
Yep.
She can get down the lane whenever she wants to. She can pull up on you whenever she wants to. She can shoot the 3 incredibly great. But I know with her vision and her basketball IQ, of course, she's going to be able to find me.